What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. How was your week? Tell me in the comments below because I read every comment I get and it's not a lot. Today's video is about long distance relationships because, in case you guys didn't know, I am in a long distance relationship and my grandma found these things online somewhere, I don't know where, so I can't give anybody credit, but I thought that they were really good and I do some of them with my boyfriend. So I thought, hey, I can make a video about that. Also, I'm outside and there's a lot of bugs, so I'll be whacking them. Anyways, I have 24 little like tips or sweet things to do in a long distance relationship type thing, or whatever you want to call it. So let's just get started. Number 1, order food, because who doesn't like eating? Especially girls. Most girls love to eat, so order food. Send it to their house. Figure out the restaurants around their house. My boyfriend used to do this to me all the time when I lived in Lincoln, and there was more restaurants around that actually delivered food, and it was wonderful. Number 2, ask and listen, which is very important, about how their day went. Because if you just ask them just to ask them and you don't really care, then just don't ask, because that you can like tell if somebody's not really listening. So just ask how their day is and listen, because most people know how the other person's day went because they're in the same state, they're in the same town, maybe they're with you for most of the day anyways, usually, sometimes, I don't know. So just ask them how their day went. That's how me and my boyfriend did every day when we first started talking. I'd say, how was your day? Sometimes I even ask him now, how was his day, even though I've been with him most of the day on the phone. Number 3, if they have problems, ask how you can help them, because you might not be there physically to help them, but you can still always ask and give them, like some tips or something, or just tell them you're sorry that's happening for them or something like that. Just be there for them. Number 4, I have it all written down. Send a care package. Yes, I love those things. So a care package is just things that, there's just a few things in them that if they're like sick and they need tissues or something, put that in the care package. And then a few like snacks or cute things that you know that they would like, and then just send it to them, because that would make their day. And then they can be looking forward to something from you. That is wonderful. I love those. I sent one to my boyfriend once. Number 5. Oh wait, also number 4 shows your significant other that you know them. Because if you send them things that you know that they would like and they actually like them, then it just shows them how well you know them. Anyways, number 5. Text good morning and good night every day, and don't miss a day, because that, I think, is very important. I do this with my boyfriend, and we actually did this before we even started dating. We would text good morning and good night every single day. Because it's always fun to just wake up to a text of good morning when your significant other wakes up before you do. And then saying good night, they're going to bed, and you know that they're thinking about you. When they wake up in the morning and when they go to bed at night, you're the first and the last thing that they think about. Number 6, plan a surprise visit, or just plan a visit at all, because everybody else sees their boyfriend in person all the time, or girlfriend, and they touch them and kiss them and do all that jazz, but you don't. You're not going to do that physically, at least. So visiting them at least, 3 months, 6 months, at least once a year maybe, at least actually going and visiting them is great. But if you want to surprise them, and that's also great. I've never been surprised, so I don't know how that would feel, but people like surprises. But if you know your significant other doesn't like surprises, don't do it, because then you don't know them. Number 7, talk about physical touch. That's like saying stuff like, I wish I was hugging you, or I wish I was holding your hand. Or just telling them, don't even say you wish, just say, I'm holding your hand right now, or I'm kissing you, or just kiss them without actually kissing them. Just make a kissing face, blow them a kiss. It kind of makes them feel like you're really there. And I do that with my boyfriend also. We talk about hugging and cuddling and holding hands and kissing, stuff like that, cheesy stuff like that. Number 8, video chat at least once a week. Now, for this, I know that people are like, oh, I can't do that or that. Let me just tell you, I video chat my boyfriend every single day. Every day, don't miss a day. I video chat him every single day. No matter how busy the day is, I video chat him at least once. And I know it's kind of frustrating when you're trying to call them, video chat them, or whatever. I usually use Messenger to video chat, not really the phone call thing, because that usually doesn't work. I know it can be frustrating if it doesn't work, but yeah, just pull through it, because actually seeing them is really nice. And you can hear them and see them, and then it's like they're almost there, but just not quite. Number 9, send videos. Now, I think Snapchat is a good thing for that one, because you can send them a video, you know if they're on, you know if they've seen it, and it's just a cute thing or whatever. I've sent my boyfriend a few videos on Messenger because I was bored and I was thinking about him, so I just sent him a video of what I was doing, like if I was listening to music, playing around with the filters, just being funny, so then he can see what I'm doing, what I'm up to, and it's just fun. Number 10, make a playlist with songs that are important to your relationship. Now, I don't do this, and I think it's actually kind of a cool idea, so I added it to the list. You know, just going on YouTube, I don't know, making an account that you guys share, and then you can, like, if you miss them, then you can just listen to those songs that, like, I don't know, describe your relationship, or songs that you listen to when you went on your first date or something like that, or I don't know, first time you were actually together in the same place, you listen to those songs. Sorry. Number 11, tag them in things that make you laugh, or you think they would laugh, or that made you think about them. Because for one, if you're taking the time to tag somebody in something, then that means that you are thinking about them, and you're taking the time out of your day to share something with them. I do not do this with my boyfriend because I hardly ever get on actual Facebook or anything like that, so I can't really tag him in anything, but I think it's a cool idea. 12, trust them and let them know that you trust them. Because I feel like in a long-distance relationship, that's where you need to trust them most, because you don't know what they're doing, they don't know what you're doing, so if you just trust them, you trust that they're not going to leave you, they're not going to cheat on you, they're not going to do anything that they wouldn't do if you were there, then that's the best thing. But you have to let them know that you trust them. Otherwise, then it's just like, I don't know, blind trust, I guess. How you let them know that you trust them is you don't ask them things like where they've been, or you don't stalk their Facebook, you don't assume that every friend that they have, they are cheating on you with. You just let them be them, and you be you, and unless you have a reason not to trust them, then just blindly trust them. Number 13, send voice messages. Now, if you video chat them every day, you don't need to send voice messages, but if you don't have time to video chat that day, you just send them a voice message, I guess. You know, it's the same thing with sending a video, except for they don't actually see you. So I actually think sending a video is better. Anyways, 14, listen to them. So, like, if they're happy about something, just listen to what they have to say. If they're, like, excited about something, they just found something, but you already know about it, just listen to them talk about it, because they just discovered this, and they're excited about it. Don't let them down. Don't tear them down. 15, tell them you miss them. And I know that's a really cheesy one, but, you know, missing someone is hard, especially in a long-distance relationship, because you can't just, you know, go to their house or something if you miss them or whatever. You just have to sit there and miss them. You can look at a picture or something. Just tell them, let them know that you miss them. Number 16. Send him or her a gift you both can enjoy. Now, I have no idea what they mean by that when that was, like, said into the thing or whatever, but I don't know. Sending gifts is just fun, in my personal opinion, so I enjoy sending gifts, so we can both enjoy that. And I also enjoy looking forward to gifts, so I can enjoy that too, I guess. But, you know, whatever you think that means, do that. Number 17, don't ignore them when you're like out with friends or something. Just like text them what you're doing, text them once in a while. Like if you're going out to a movie or something, then you might not want to text during the movie, but just tell them, let them know, I'm going to a movie, I'm going to be there for 2 hours or so, and I'll text you afterwards, love you, something like that, so that they know what you're doing and they don't have to worry about, I don't know, being cheated on or something like that. And they don't have to feel like that you're ignoring them. Number 18, send mail, like actual snail mail, because then you can have a handwritten letter, and that's kind of romantic in a way. So I do not do this with my boyfriend because I talk to him every single day anyways, but it's still kind of a cool thing. I might do that on Valentine's Day, just send a letter. Nasty bugs. Number 19, be loyal. Now, that is something that people struggle with. Everybody struggles with that. Nobody's perfect. But, just try. Try to be loyal and let them know that you're trying. Number 20, talk about your future. And sometimes that scares people about talking about the future. But why are you together if you don't plan on having a future together? So if you plan on having a future together, talk about that future. So it makes sure that people are on the same page or whatever. And it makes them feel like you're going to stay with them forever. And it makes you feel that way too. So then you stay with them forever. Longer. 21. Be patient. Be patient when they text. Like if you send a text, don't expect them to text back right away. Be patient on days that you feel frustrated. Be patient with them on if they're frustrated, if they're upset or something, and try to talk to them or whatever. Be patient on visiting them, on seeing them, on talking to them. Just be patient with them. 22, send pictures so that they can have a picture. You can send it like through a message or something, or you can print a picture and send it in a letter so that they have a picture of you that's like a physical picture. I have a ton of pictures of my boyfriend. He sent me none of them. I took them because on Messenger you can take pictures. And then I just edit myself out of the picture. I'm getting bit up out here. 23, laugh together. It is so much fun. You know the saying, if couples that laugh together stay together. I mean, even though you're far away, you can still, call them on the phone and talk about things that are funny. Talk about things that you thought were funny. Or just, watch videos together on YouTube. My boyfriend and I did that once. We had video chat on, and then we both had our TVs on. And we were watching the same video on YouTube together, and that was my boyfriend's idea, and it was actually really fun because then we can show each other what videos we usually watch, and so we both know what the other person does for fun, what they watch. And if it's funny, you guys can laugh together and you can hear them laughing, and I love hearing my boyfriend laugh. When we watch movies together, then there's always an echo that goes, because someone's TV is always going faster than the other person's. And I always have earbuds in so I can hear my boyfriend laugh if we're watching a funny movie, because I like to hear it, and I hear this echo of the movie going on throughout the whole movie, but I don't really care because at least I can hear my boyfriend's reaction to the movie, and it's fun. Number 24, which I love this one. This is my favorite one. I do this all the time. I thought I made this up, but apparently I'm not the only one who made this up. 24 is having digital dates, because people go on dates all the time. And then when you're on a long distance relationship, it's like, oh, you can't go on dates. But really, you can go on dates. And I have said this before in other videos that I've made, but going on a digital date is so much fun. You just call them on video chat so you can look at them and talk to them, and then what do people do when they go on dates? They go to eat, they go to movies, they talk and chat, they Netflix and chill. You could do that digitally, just do the exact same things. My first date that I did with my boyfriend for a digital date is that we bought food from the exact same restaurant and we had it delivered, or should I say that was the plan. But then it cost too much for me to have mine delivered, so I had to go and pick it up instead. So then we basically got food from the exact same place, like the same restaurant, just in different states. And then I sat in my room and I had it all set up real cute, and he was sitting in one area on the phone, and then I had my food set up, and we just sat and we ate together and we just talked. We just had a good old conversation. And then afterwards, we watched a movie together. We watched the exact same movie, except for I watched it on my TV and he watched it on his TV. And we had video chat going the whole time. So you just look over and see how your significant other is reacting to that movie. See if it's making them happy, scared, sad, anxious, paranoid, I don't know, anything. You know how that movie is making them feel. Those are my 24 tips or sweet things to do, but I'm going to tell you which ones I think is the most effective ones that you should do. 1, digital dates. That's my favorite one. I think that's the one most important one to do. 2, visiting and making an effort to visit and not giving up when things come in the way. That one is the second most important thing to do when you're in a long distance relationship. It doesn't matter about time, money, any of that. That shouldn't matter to see your significant other. You should want to see them. You should spend, I don't know, $1,000 to see them. Like, how much are they worth to you anyways? Money is no object for one. So if you skipped through some of this, or you don't care about, you didn't listen, or you missed some of it or whatever, just top 4. Digital dates, visiting them in person, and calling or texting every day, because communication is very important, especially in a long distance relationship. You need to communicate with them, because if you don't, then they don't know what you're doing or why you're not thinking about them, talking to them. Even if you don't like texting, then call them, because there's always a way to communicate, and communication is the most important thing. And then text them a good morning and good night. Anyways, those are my tips, tricks, sweet things to do, I don't know, in a long distance relationship. I hope that you guys learned something from this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!